Ghost Council, épisode 5. On est là. Le sang de vos morts. Aller jusqu'à la chambre de Piaggi. Ok.
Please don't hold it against me, but I would like to be alone for a while.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Que je lui parle des démons, bordel.
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis?
Va lire ses
Don't-
pensées.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence. Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it.
Bien, il possède le cardinal, bordel.
Better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
N'utilisez plus votre tampon personnel quand vous m'écrivez. Changez de tampon pour le figurant. La devise. Et plein de l'espace pour communiquer quand même.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
L'éternuement de ses morts.
It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future. In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it. remember that. Flore in domo domini. Must be in Latin. Justitia, misericordia e humiltà. Boy, I gotta think it's in Italian. Justice, mercy, and humility.
Non, c'est pas ça.
Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now. On it is written, Flore in domo domini.
C'est celle-là.
Latin, it blooms in the house of God. This seal is different to the one Piaggi used for the letter he gave me. Yes, I'm certain of it. There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date.
Ah, c'est quoi ce qu'il a tatoué dans la main, bordel?
Do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo, it must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
« 31/12/1792 » PJ, PHFJ.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo, it must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle. Today the date is 24/01/1793. 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 Today the
Non,
date
c'est
is
pas ça.
24/01/1793. In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ouais, le 24 c'est 1. A. Bon, je fais le 1. Prends pas là.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ouais, le 1 c'est H là. Il n'y a pas de chiffre devant. E17. Le J c'est le 3, comment je fais le 9? Mais non, c'est une lettre, un chiffre.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
« 10, 17, 24. Il ajoute 7 à chaque fois. Il ajoute 7 à chaque fois. Non, c'est pas ça.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
3112 1792, le 1 c'est le G. Et le 170193, le 1 c'est le H. H0 E1. Voilà, c'est 0 E. Et devant le E, j'ai 1. Croisé. Non, pas croisé. Je comprends pas.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. 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 Today is the 24/01/1793.
Il fallait juste le recopier. C'est pas sérieux.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
Donc les chiffres correspondaient pas aux mêmes lettres avec la date différente. Je pensais qu'il fallait... il y avait une logique spéciale. Fallait juste recopier en vrai.
The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Well, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep. Just calm down, calm down. Louis came to see me because he claimed he was hearing voices. We've just finished an exorcism session. An exorcism? Are you having me on? I can't see any exorcism instruments. That's because I've just put them away. I don't know what you're up to, Piaggi. But I do know you're trying to pull one over on me. I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
Putain, il est immunisé, bordel.
And there he stays. The perfect opportunity. What do you mean? It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
Il est immunisé,
listen,
bordel.
my son. This is all getting out of hand. Hogwash! I don't trust him in the slightest. Why not? Can you keep a secret? No, I don't think I'd like to know about anything that would justify such an act. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you really must pull yourself together. The conference will soon be on us, and I don't need you falling to pieces now. Don't worry, I shall be there. We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me. This is not a decision to be taken lightly. You're defending him now. What are you talking about? Of course not. He's made you change sides, hasn't he? The slime bag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory. Certain that Sir Gregory would be opposed. You know nothing. I know Sir Gregory better. That's against the rules of the conference, Monsieur von Volna. I refuse to go against Sir Gregory. Right. Monsieur von Volna, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action. No one's asking you to help me do it. He is capable of reporting me to Sir Gregory. I'm really risking my neck here. If you commit a murder, I will report you directly to King Frederick. I fear nothing, imbecile. The king is my friend. He will never believe you. Listen carefully, Piaggi. If you say anything, you'll be the one they find dead in your bed. Huh? Now, just turn around and let me handle this. Don't touch him! Out of my room! I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. right. Don't just sit there, Louis.
J'ai semé la zizanie là, bordel. Vraiment, c'est pas là la salle à manger.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Mortimer de Théma.
What was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding
You
for...
haven't answered my question. Why warn me against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in
You
which...
act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary,
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
there you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human? It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own, forever. I am a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
C'est un bordel.
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose You gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is?
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
Ok, c'est parti. Épisode final, épisode 5.
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's
Chat,
imperative.
c'est mort.
I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. Never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Le chat de ses morts.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils font, bordel?
Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you've all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are
Le chat du cancer.
on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to
how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free reign, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One after the other. You can do this. I know it.
Very well, Father.
Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off then.
D'accord. J'ai pas de manuscrit. Persuadez-les de voter pour Lord Mortimer. Si je pouvais récupérer 2-3 fioles là, ce serait pas mal. Alors une comme ça. Et des dorés. Faudrait une ou deux dorés là. Ça c'est un manuscrit.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner. Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Wollner's planning something.
Prépare un meurtre ce bâtard.
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Wollner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature though and leave as if planned It's illegible. Let's see if I can find a solution in Wollner's things here. Given his interest in alchemy, I wouldn't be surprised if I found something that revealed what's written somewhere in his room. What a mess. Looks like Wollner was interrupted. A lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. Golden elixir.
Élixir d'or.
Chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner. I should find something to help reveal the traces of ink on the blotter. I know for sure that lime water neutralizes chemical actions, but doesn't work on ink. I must find something else. Think, Louis. I know for sure that lime water neutralizes chemical actions, but doesn't work on ink. I must find something else. That sounds vaguely familiar. I can always give it a shot. I have to find some ammonium sulfide if I want to make the text appear by capillary action. Perfect. Here's some. Yes, it worked. Now I can see it. Sir Gregory, I'll leave Al-Azif at the landing stage at the appropriate time. Yours truly, Johann von Wollner. This is child's play.
Traître de mort.
The alchemist is an old man. What a mess. Looks like Wollner was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif. Mr. President, I was looking for you.
Well, and are you, would you believe it? What on earth are you up to now? You make me change my mind for the vote of the conference, and then you proceed to change sides yourself?
Yes, I do understand you being surprised. I'm sorry, but there have been new developments since then.
What are you talking about?
In fact, you were right. I've been thinking about it since our discussion, and I've been able to talk to the other guests.
You should have listened to me, you young fool.
You were absolutely right. Please accept my humblest apologies, sir.
All right, all right. I have my share of responsibility too. After all, I didn't have to listen to you.
Listen, I must apologize once again, but it's not too late.
Louis, listen. This is the last time you'll be dragging me into any such schemes. You realize you are playing with the destinies of nations. For goodness sake, grow up, young man.
You're right, Mr. President. I cannot apologize enough. Please come back to us.
Of course I shall come back. But from now on, please keep me out of your shenanigans.
I promise, Mr. President.
And try to...
On l'a manipulé de ouf, mon gars.
Opinion. At least until the vote.
You have my word.
Good. Now leave me, I have work to do.
Your Eminence? God damn it, Your Eminence! Damn, I can't feel his pulse. He's dead. What the hell is going on here? I've got to let Mortimer and Holm know about this.
Can you tell us how you found him, Louis?
I went to speak to him about the conference. I knocked on his door. As there was no answer, I went in and I saw him exactly where he is now. I took his pulse, but it was too late.
William?
Nothing to do with me, Gregory, if that's what you mean. And you?
Of course not. Poor Giuseppe was with me. I had no interest in getting rid of him.
Louis?
Me? Of course not.
No, I thought as much. I was wondering if you had any idea about what might have happened.
I know who might have held a grudge against him.
Really? And who might that be?
Well, it's awkward.
Don't worry. You can talk in front of me, Louis. I gave no such order. And if it concerns one of my guests, I need to know their identity.
Well, there's Mr. von Wollner.
Johann?
Continue, Louis. Why do you think Johann would have had a grudge against His Eminence?
I heard him making threats. When he tried to attack me earlier, Piaggi stepped in and Mr. von Wollner swore he would get even.
Gregory!
Wait, William. You mustn't judge Johann prematurely.
Under my roof?
William, if Johann has anything to do with this tragedy, I demand the right to take care of it personally. He knew the rules, and I will not tolerate him attacking a guest like this. I'm asking you to let me handle it.
It's against my better judgment, but permission granted. Don't make a mess of it, though, or I'll take care of him personally.
Very well. I'll be about my business. I will find out exactly how this happened.
Thank you for informing us, Louis. I shall inform everyone that His Eminence has had to return to the continent for personal reasons. I must ask you to keep it to yourself.
How can you be so sure that Sir Gregory will find out the truth?
I'll ask you to adopt a different tone with me, if you please. I'm not one of those half-wits who blurt out the first idea that comes into their heads. And I thought you had understood that we have very efficient means of finding out the truth, Louis. It's not in my brother's interest to try and cover up such an act. Not in my house. He knows the rules and what they stand for.
Emily?
Come in, Louis. Oh, God. Louis, your arm. What happened?
Right. So now she notices. I had an accident, but don't worry about it. Really, I'd rather not talk about it.
But you...
Please, it would take too long to explain.
Very well, then. I shan't insist. I see you still don't trust me.
You're not alone.
I've inherited one of Mortimer's personal guards because he's worried about my health. But don't worry, we can talk. All the servants dressed in black are deaf and dumb. Louis, about what happened on the wharf, I'm so sorry, really. I hope you'll be able to forgive me one day.
What's in the past is in the past, right? I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind. Louis, you have to tell her about the demons. I've got something important to tell you about what happened here.
I'm listening.
Mortimer and Holm...
They are demons, and you are like them.
What? How do you know?
Sir Gregory came to speak to me earlier, at great length. I'm his niece, Louis. I'm Mortimer's child, too.
You're my sister?
Surprise!
But I have a sister?
That's right. And I have a brother.
I didn't see that one coming. And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please. You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
And did it go all right? I imagine you spoke about yourselves.
He confirmed what Sir Gregory told me, that he really is my father. That he didn't know I was his daughter until a short while ago.
And, well, how are you? Did you take it all right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me then?
Do you trust him?
What exactly are you playing at?
What do you mean?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Ah, all right. You still don't trust me, do you? You think I'm interrogating you? Look, we may as well stop right here in that case. After everything we've been through together, I can see you still don't trust me. It's nothing new either. You didn't want to tell me about the relationship between Sarah and my sister when you found their letters in the tower room. Please, leave me now. I would like to be alone.
Come on, don't take it like that.
I'm asking you to leave.
Wait, you
Get
just...
out!
Damn it. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her about the conference.
Le cancer.
Duke Manuel.
De Richet? I am surprised you dare speak to me.
Come now, my Lord Duke.
I hope Sir Gregory will make you sorry for betraying him.
In politics, one must know how to play the ball on the bounce. This might be hard for you to believe, but things have changed.
What are you implying? He looks very sure of himself. I wonder what he's got planned.
It turns out that you're about to lose everything.
Is that all?
I've been given to understand that Lord Mortimer was going around you by dealing directly with the king. If you don't join him as soon as possible, you'll be deposed by your own sovereign.
Luis, not only will you realize that I am the head of the government, but you'll come to learn it's not the king who needs cajoling.
What do you mean exactly?
Behind every great man, there is a great woman. Unfortunately for you, the place is already taken. I have already taken care of it. So I advise you to warn Mortimer to change strategies. Even so, something is wrong. No, really. Is that all you have? Right. Let us save time and stop this charade, Louis. In all friendship, I must say, this conference has allowed you to learn from the very best, but you are going too fast in my opinion.
Damn it. No good. I haven't persuaded him. You ought to grant me one more minute.
That's enough, Louis. I have already stretched Sir Gregory's recommendations by granting you these few minutes. Enough is enough. I bid you good luck, I bid you good evening, and may the best man win.
Yes, we shall see. Well played.
Il est énervé de ouf,
This
bordel.
way, Louisiana is likely to remain Spanish forever.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Brutus and his companions taking an oath to kill Caesar.
Bon, il est où, Volner, là, bordel?
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Here comes von Volner. With Holm, of course. The scoundrel wastes no time.
Louis, what are you doing here? I promised you I would take care of Mr. von Volner. Everything's under control, don't worry.
Let me speak to him.
Now. I told you, I will take care of Johann personally. Believe me, even though it pains me, he will pay the price. Now we're waiting for Duke Manuel, so would you leave us, please?
Very well, but you'd better keep your word, sir.
That is certainly my intention.
He'll only see Godoy. But what on earth does he want from him?
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate.
I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push.
I need you to do me a little favor.
It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir.
Get in his head. Oh, perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
I don't understand what came over you, Johann. It's inexcusable.
I thought I was doing the right thing. Helping you to...
Helping me? Are you joking? You can no longer stay here.
What? But why not?
If you stay here, you are as good as dead. Even I cannot protect you for long.
But, Father, no.
You don't know William. You're going to leave the island immediately. There's no other choice.
I couldn't have known. If I had even guessed.
It's too late. Make haste. Don't say goodbye to anyone. You will probably never see them again anyway. I'll apologize to them on your behalf.
So I have to go?
I'll meet you in Berlin. Hurry now.
Are you leaving, sir?
Yes, well, I find myself...
Johann! Duke Manuel.
Sir Gregory, Mr. von Volner is leaving?
Indeed, alas. Some business that simply can't wait. But don't worry, our plans haven't changed. We shall easily win the vote.
At this rate, there won't be anyone left to vote.
I trust you completely.
Good. I mustn't lose too much time.
Manipulation du futur.
See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
There you are. Well, tell me, how did it go?
I did my best.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
President Washington is going to side with you after all.
Ah, I was sure that was all a misunderstanding. Very good. I see. So we are going to lose the vote.
Father, I'm sorry.
No, I should never have let you handle it. It's my fault. I thought you would be able to accomplish this tour de force, but clearly you weren't ready. What an idiot I've been. Never mind. Let's forget the conference. Now I have to prepare for what's coming next. Louis, leave me if you will. My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holm doesn't seem to be himself.
I would like to add that, unfortunately, Monsieur von Wollner has been called away at the last moment and will not be able to participate in the vote. And finally, Cardinal Piaggi has also decided to leave us and will not be able to attend the conference.
I must say, Sir Gregory, you are beset by bad luck.
Tout le monde est mort, bordel.
One would think that I am hounded by ill fortune.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
I vote for.
Duchess Hillsborough?
Against.
Duke Manuel?
Against.
Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast. So you were not won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen to me.
Never mind. It will still come to pass.
Traitor! What have you done? You are obliged to respect your word. That is the rule.
The time of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have the right. What have you done to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea.
Il l'a empoisonné, bordel.
Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die.
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die
Un déglingo,
stupidly,
bordel.
alone, enclosed in that rather withered body. After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere. You cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it.
Un sadique de ouf.
Swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
Je sais pas, il lui a donné quoi comme poison, mais ça a pas l'air d'être bon.
What? But... What on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away on the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
Good God, I can't even move. But Louis can. What's happening?
Dear God, if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
Il a tout niqué, mon gars.
And the sacrifices I made.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing, nor no one, stand in the way of my dream.
But there must be a way. Rational and open, Sarah. Think, damn it! Think!
Sarah? Is that you?
Louis? Louis, can you hear me? I'm here, Louis. Can you see me?
Of course, but I don't understand.
Oh, merciful heaven. You can see me.
Yes,
Louis, I don't know what's happening, but you must help me.
Look, just calm down.
I can't see you, Louis.
I'm here right in front of you.
No, I can't see you. The caves are deserted. I can't leave, Louis. Help me.
You died.
Died? No! What are you talking about? Look, I am right here.
We're not on the case.
Yes, we are. I haven't moved.
I promise you. I wish you were right, but you're not. It would seem that we're in what they call the ether.
Their world of spirits. I was sure it existed.
The poor woman is completely losing touch with reality.
What you see is not real.
I daren't try understand. Am I condemned?
Look, neither of us know anything about this situation, really.
Help me, Louis. You are the first one, the only one to see me, to speak to me. Without you, I'll never get out of here. Don't leave me like this, I beg you.
Me neither. For the moment, I'm stuck here too. After all, you're the cult expert. You must have some idea. You tell me.
Not a single one. I won't stand for this. No, this is simply impossible. I must focus on a solution. But how come you can move around?
I'm not dead.
I don't understand.
I think there are many things that you don't understand.
It doesn't matter. I trust you. You are going to help me, aren't you?
I must be getting on. I can't stay much longer.
Louis, I beseech you. Promise you're going to help me.
Of course I'm going to help you, Mother.
Thank you, Louis. I trust you. Thank you.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
Wants to isolate me again.
I won't let him attack his brother.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Keep an eye on them.
Lui, on peut pas le bouger là.
wants to isolate me again.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
I need to keep an eye on them.
He wants to isolate me again.
Putain, c'est quoi ce bordel?
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed. I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
He wants to isolate me again.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
I need to keep an eye on them. I need to keep an eye on them.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
wants to isolate me again.
I won't let him attack his brother.
He wants to isolate me again.
Après, comment je peux valider, bordel?
He wants to isolate me again.
Won't let him attack his brother.
C'est une voix d'homme.
I won't let him attack his brother.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
I won't let him attack his brother.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe, bordel?
I need to keep an eye on them.
I won't let him attack his brother.
He wants to isolate me again.
Le bon ordre, je crois, en vrai, c'est tout.
Keep an eye on them.
He wants to isolate me again.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Putain, j'en sais rien, bordel.
Won't let him attack his brother.
wants to isolate me again.
I won't let him attack his brother.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed. I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
I won't let him attack his brother.
Son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Je sais pas, bordel.
wants to isolate me again.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
I won't let him attack his brother.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm
Ça, c'est
doomed.
quoi ce bordel? J'en sais rien en vrai. Affinité de la mort.
He wants to isolate me again.
don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Ce cancer, bordel. C'est quoi ce cancer, bordel? Le téléphone de ces morts.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Keep an eye on them.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming.
At least as soon as I found the exit.
Is anyone there? I can hear you. I know
What?
you're there.
What are you doing here?
You? It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You have to come here and start babbling away at me. Fool, you couldn't have stopped her from shooting, could you?
Wait, Emma, you're the one who passed yourself off as Emily. You decided you wanted to play with us. You pushed your sister to the edge, and now this is the result. It's got nothing to do with me.
I only wanted to exist for one brief moment. Spending my life in her shadow, being her double, it wasn't enough. I must have taken up too much room again.
That's not what I said.
Only appearing to carry out the basest of chores. How ungrateful of me to want to exist, to make my own choices. It suits you to think that it's all my fault. Be that as it may, Louis, we have no time to lose. Help me, please.
What on earth is she talking about? Come on, you're dead.
No, there's got to be a solution. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot at point-blank range. I will survive this. Help me. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. I must have been here several months. I stopped counting from... Hang on. What are you doing here? Are you dead?
Look, never mind. Don't take this the wrong way, but it would take too long to explain it all.
But you can move about, can't you?
I'm not dead, Emma.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what's going on. How do you expect me to help you?
There must be a way. I beg you, promise you will help me, Louis.
All right, calm down. I'll do everything I can to get you out of here.
Thank you, Louis. I knew you were a good man.
Right. I must get going now. Just stay calm. Everything will work out fine.
Louis! No! Don't leave me! Louis! Filthy scum, I'll kill you! I'll get out of here and I'll come looking for you, Louis de Richet! Do you hear me? I will find you!
Menace de la mort.
I must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of who. Louis? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste!
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you did.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
Dear Countess Dunolstein,
No, not that way. I'm losing the thread. I must concentrate on the important memories, the ones that led Holm into this situation.
And the cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
There's something missing.
Come to me. He allowed me to bring Emily. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
No, not yet.
Ah, Charles François.
He's talking about Charles-François d'Angennes and Françoise d'Aubigné. They were contemporaries of Louis XIV. This has nothing to do with what brought Holm here. I had to look somewhere else.
Ah, Charles François. What an adventure.
I'm getting carried away here.
France.
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here. Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
France. So much effort. So much.
That's not the right direction. Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is
the
the first event that brought Holm here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
I recall Sparta. I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate, concentrate.
And when Elizabeth disappeared, I recalled Sparta. It was a trap. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This
the
is the
Hillsborough
first event that brought Holm here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
I recalled Sparta, and when Elizabeth disappeared, no, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. He feeds Louis, and I continue. He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter. Sparta. France, so much effort, so much.
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion, I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
There's something missing.
France, so much effort. France, so much effort. So much.
That's not the right direction.
It was a trap. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is
the
the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
I recalled Sparta, and when Elizabeth, he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
He's coming! He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we...
What have I missed?
I recalled Sparta. I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnese.
Un bordel dans son crâne.
He wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees. France, so much effort, so much wasted. He allowed me to bring Emily back. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find
I'm on the
her
right track here.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
dans sa tête, bordel.
Be quick! He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Ah, Charles François. What an adventure. Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Ah, Charles François. What an adventure. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. Charles François. What an adventure. It was so
I'm getting carried away here.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me.
No, not that way. I'm losing the thread here.
I didn't want to believe it. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? I can't hold out.
Il est dans une boucle infinie, bordel.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. I recalled Sparta, and when Elizabeth disappeared, He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared, I recalled Sparta. He feeds Louis, and I can. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take
end here.
months to get. I must speak to you. I recall Sparta. My exchanges back then.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis. Concentrate.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually
end here.
His children are gathered together? Yes? Here. I recall Sparta. France. So much effort. So much wasted time. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Ah, Charles François. What an adventure. Ah, Charles François. What an adventure.
I'm getting carried away here.
France. So much effort. So much wasted time. I recall Sparta. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take
end here.
months to. I recall Sparta. France. So much effort. So much waste. Dear Countess, do not stop.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
Je sais plus que je suis là en vrai. Ouais, son poison là.
And the cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. He cut off all communication with Father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly!
Il est dans un bordel. Infect.
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
Qu'est-ce que je fais? Je le laisse crever? Que je le laisse claquer, ce bâtard. Ils ont essayé de me buter aussi quand même.
You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, and despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
Louis, it's over for me. It's up to you now to protect our family. Find your sister, Louis. She'll know what to do.
What are you saying?
Find her.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
No, tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them.
Quoi, cette famille de
Home told me that
glingos?
my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emily's in her room. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Emily?
Yes. What's happening, Louis? You look...
Holmes is dead.
Good God, he did it!
What do you mean?
He warned me that Mortimer would probably try to get rid of him. He couldn't believe it himself. But we have to admit that he was right to be wary. We are in great danger, Louis.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When Gregory came to warn me, he assured me that we would be the next to go down.
But why then? For what cursed reason?
I really don't know. I'm only repeating what Gregory told me. When I brought up the possibility of us running away as quickly as we could, Gregory dissuaded me. He thought that Mortimer would see it coming and that we would have no chance.
I guess I agree with him. And now we're here. I'm not gonna let him get away with it. There's two of us now, Emily. We can count on each other.
Well, on that note, I haven't told you everything, Louis. This might be a bit hard for you to accept, so I wanted to warn you. There are 3 of us.
Surprise, brother.
Excuse me?
It's Emma, Louis. Just before he disappeared, Holmes explained to me how to bring her back from the ether. We were pressed for time
And the only body she could find was one of those cursed servants. Can you believe it?
Emma, don't start, please. I didn't exactly have much of a choice.
Be that as it may, I'm the one inside the body of a masked lackey.
I had to deal with the most urgent thing first. We'll try and get you out of there as soon as we can, just as I promised you.
Ouais, ce
And
bordel.
I'll make sure you make good on your commitment, sister.
Emma, for the last time.
She is better, don't worry. Being a demon changes many things, and the prospect of getting stuck in the ether for eternity has opened her eyes.
Well,
I guess it's your decision, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Are we ready? Can we go now? Louis, at this point, it doesn't matter what you think about me. You need me. I'm guessing you are well aware of what we're about to face, aren't you?
Not really. No.
That's just what gives us a chance, is it not?
It's usually the only argument the reckless have in their favor.
Take heart. We're only about to confront an age-old creature that can read our thoughts and force us to act against our will and wants to devour us. So what's the problem?
If that is your attitude, I suggest we reevaluate the possibility of running away.
Stop it. Let's all just calm down. Only a few minutes ago, it was just the two of us. Things are looking up. Our chances are only getting better.
How do we get rid of him then?
Killing him won't change a thing normally. He is capable of changing bodies.
I know how to kill a demon. And the irony of it is, he's the one who revealed it to me. We have to make him touch the blood of an older demon in order to encase him in his mortal body. This is the only way that might give us a chance of dealing him a fatal blow. And I've got the Holy Lance.
What's that got to do with demons?
Christ was his father. Believe me, if we get out of here alive, I'll have a lot of juicy details to tell you about the family. This lance actually received the blood of an ancient demon, and it can work on Mortimer.
Let's do it then.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry about me.
As you wish.
Ce plan de la mort.
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father. Emma. You brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
Get him!
Louis! No! No, don't do it!
It's over. You've lost.
No, Louis! No, stop! Oh. My son!
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
After you.
Von Volmer tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen,
and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and
tocard.
imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial fronts. She became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. On his return to Paris, Peyroux gave himself up to his peers of the revolutionary courts. He admitted to being implicated in several state corruption cases. Found guilty of treason toward the Republic, he was executed without a trial. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Voilà. Un game de plus de clean. Bon, les pirates, il est temps de préparer le jeu suivant. Merci de m'avoir suivi et à bientôt.